and welcome back to EPG. I am Greg, your host. Today we're going to talk about the demise of the dollar. And a story comes to mind of when I was traveling through Kyoto. I met a pair of lovely young ladies from Malaysia who were absolutely amazed that somebody of my age could afford to travel for multiple years, because it took them 4 years to save up enough money to get to Japan, based on kind of the currency discrepancies between Malaysian currency and the yen. And it really kind of put that into mind about how lucky I was to be an American, to have a strong currency. But based on the news, that time may be coming to an end. It's very disconcerting because a lot of other countries, especially in the developing world, are looking to start using their own currencies instead of the US dollar to start trading commodities like oil. They want to use the ruble, they want to use the dollar, they want to use whatever currencies they use just to stop using the dollar, which could spell dire consequences for the United States and, of course, its people. One of the things that comes to mind is especially what happened after the U.S. went off the gold standard. So in 1971, Richard Nixon basically said that the dollar was no longer backed by gold, giving kind of the green light to the central bank, the Fed, to just start printing currency with really out any kind of backstop to it. And if you look at the difference between prices in 1965 to 1975 of homes, you will see exactly what I'm talking about, how with inflation, the levels started rising. Then you get into the savings and loan scandals of the 80s and, inflation and interest rates being so high to kind of tamper it down. But yeah, basically with things that are going on right now with the kind of interest in central bank digital currencies, I just saw an article about the EU is looking to start doing that. The ECB, the European Central Bank, is looking to do that. The Fed, our central bank, the American Central Bank, is looking to do a digital currency. And it's very, very disconcerting because I don't think people understand kind of the implications of that if the entire world stops using the dollar for international commerce, and what kind of ramifications that will have, not just for the world, but for the United States and for our population. So it's very important that people start realizing that this has grave consequences. I mean, if you're on a farm in Montana, or if you're, in a retirement community in Florida, it's going to have large consequences for our way of life. And I don't think enough people are, understanding that. But I'm not going to be all doom and gloom. I do think that there's, opportunities as well. They're just, I don't know, you're going to have to keep your mind and your eyes open to find them. But with that being said, I think it's very important to, just keep the faith. So thank you very much for your time, and get out there while you still can.